Lights, camera, and action. Today's December 4th, Wednesday, 2019. I am sitting in my room, my makeup room, my meditation room, my room, which is just happens to be the ass end of the garage. I never thought of that, but this was like the dirtiest, the most neglected, the most unvisited space in this house from day one, because it was the garage, which I was always our cars aren't nice enough to be parked in a garage. They can sit outside. I need this space for shit, extra shit, stuff that's too good to throw away, but I can't use it yet. Or I don't have use for it yet, but I will. So, the ass end of the house, close the door, forget about it. I can honestly say I probably would go weeks, days, weeks, sometimes even months without even setting foot in this part of my house. Now it is my daily meditation room, which I am now finding kind of ironic, but also very symbolic, because a term that keeps coming to me is, if you want to get something really clean, you got to let it get really dirty. And it's so true. Like, you'll find yourself on your hands and knees scrubbing something that you didn't even look at for weeks at a time. Like, but now suddenly that it's got hot coffee spilled on it, or anything, any mess, having little kittens around, little kittens have definitely brought that awareness to me. Nothing like having a little kitten or a baby, or really sharing your space with anybody. This is my first experience with kittens. Got 2 of them. I call them my twins, my twin girls. They're nonstop, playful, constantly getting into things, constantly exploring, constantly playing. And I can't express the transformation that has occurred in my mental state from having kittens. And people have told me for years, Dad, get a pet. And I'm like, well, I have a licensed kitchen. I can't really do that. So I've avoided the idea of getting close to a pet that I could actually, like with 4 legs. I mean, I have fish, I have a turtle, but that's not the same thing as, it's not nothing that you can cuddle with. You can't really cuddle a turtle, although I have. I've carried her around on my chest just to hold her secure, and I felt a very strong connection to my aquatic pets as well, as silly as that may sound. But there's nothing like a little fur ball in your lap. Little kitten. But anyway, yeah, I got way off topic. Not that I had one to start with. I guess I could call this letting the light in. I've just recently touched up my highlights and went as dramatic as I could possibly go, because I'd waited so long to touch them up. I've noticed that if I wait too long to do something, I do it really, really, really extreme. Like my closet, in my kitchen. Like, I did it to a level it's never been done before. And I can say that about my hair too. We are going into a new decade. Some are calling it the new golden age. And I have always loved silver more than gold. If you went to my jewelry and looked at any past photographs of me, I'm a sterling silver girl with, tiger eye and turquoise, and I love the natural but naturally beautiful. I would rather have that than something man-made polished, or, gold always to me equaled vanity, or, gold being as like greedy, I guess. And now I feel like I'm gonna have to understand what it means to make peace with gold and letting the light in, letting the gold in, letting abundance in, and stop being so afraid of having money. And people think, what are you talking about, afraid of having money? Well, I've never had it. Not really. Not like I do now. I feel almost like I'm living in a Taj Mahal that just needs a really good cleaning. And it's then it's like, but who's Deb? She's not gonna keep it clean. Do you see her housekeeping? Did you see it? Did you see it, Richard? Oh my goodness. I've waited a long time to go public. Raw, public, open. Oh, that made her jump. I keep telling myself I need a new camera. I need this to happen first. I need to take a YouTube course. I need to do all these things. But I've been filming. And I've been sharing little bits and pieces on Facebook. If for nothing else, just to see. Nobody's watching. Nobody cares. And that's a good thing. Because maybe I didn't want everybody to know that. Because I got pretty open and raw there. I went Deb on them. I went Deb level. Oh my God. So, those that know me know what that means. I've been trying really hard to put a lid on that sometimes. But also be able to feel free to express who I truly am. Because someone out there needs to hear it. You know, the workplace I found is not a good place, especially depending on where you work. I think that aspect of myself cost me a job, which I won't go into detail because it ain't no one's business. But I want to live a life where I'm free to be me. I'm free to be Deb. It's okay to be Deb. And I want to do that in a way that's public, aka YouTube. Woohoo, YouTubes. Because I know people out there are watching that, you know, because they want to. I don't want to throw anything in anyone's face that they don't want to see, that they don't want to hear. My advice to you is if you've waited this long, you deserve to hear what you're going to hear me say. Because I don't even know what I'm going to say when I turn this camera on. I really don't. These are 100% unscripted. They're just after my morning meditation and after some self-reflection. And I call that looking into the mirror. And letting my eyes tell me what's going on. And boy, that can be intense. I think I've spent several years avoiding even looking into a mirror. And now I'm more or less forcing myself to do it every morning. But I've found that the more time I spend, like in this quiet reflection, you know, in the back of the house, with no one to answer to, no one needing anything, you know. The kids are gone. There's no babies crying. The kittens are taking care of themselves. But it's just the idea of I really can focus my energy on myself. And I've been fighting that this past couple years. You know, the boys left 2 years ago, but I've been fighting it. You know, like they'll move back home. They won't be able to make it. Or, you know, this is going to fall apart. And, you know, I've noticed just how sabotaging I am to myself, and that it's also common, that I know I'm not the only one. Like, I don't think I'm special, or like I don't want people to say, oh, poor Deb. I mean, I admit that I definitely, you know, probably did thrive on that. You know, I did tell a lot of sad stories, but I wasn't telling untrue stories. I was telling it like I really felt it. And a lot of people listened. And a lot of people did help me. And I thank every single one of them for being there for me in my darkest hours. Because I've had some dark hours. As we all have. I know we all have. We just don't all talk about it. But anyway, like I said, if you've listened this long, you must want to hear it. Because, honey, I'm going to be telling it straight. This is Debbie, unfiltered, untouched, unfiltered, untouched, coming to you raw, coming to you live, coming to you, with just me, that's it, just me, and I want you to know I really love you, I really, really love you. Hmm. Mm. Whew. Keep expecting my camera to stop. I'm wanting to get a larger data space. I wanted to get a newer phone so I can take more videos. So hopefully I won't have to worry about that so much. My gosh, I look so tired. I don't have my glasses on, so I see myself, but I'm very blurry without my glasses on. Sometimes life looks better like that, a little out of focus. Hmm. 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 Whoa, 11 minutes and 44 seconds. That's a record. I usually cut it off at 3 minutes flat. 3 minutes flat. Like, that's as long as anybody needs to sit still. That's a traffic light, and that's about ready to drive people to insanity. 3 minutes is a lot to ask. Whew. Like I said, if you stuck it out this long, this message is for you. In some way, it's meant for you. Because I think they say we're all stars in our own movie, that this life is a movie and we're all stars. But I think we play all the parts by the time it's said and done. And until you can forgive all the characters in the play, even the most horrific ones. Because one day it's gonna be you. And stop. They're saying don't carry anything into 2020 that you don't want to carry with you for the next 20. This made me really reflect a lot on what I want to keep and what I want to let go of. And that's on so many levels. Wow. I didn't realize how shaky my hands are. Mm. Mm. That's the emoji dab. Emoji con. I don't doubt there's going to be emoji cons of Deb. Pretty. But of all the Debbie cons, this one feels the best. When my cheeks are lifted. Happy Deb. If there's someone said, how can you argue with that? All right. Thank you for being patient and stay until the end. Again, I love you.